Hello, gorgeous souls. I hope this finds you well and happy on this Sunday. I hope everything is well in your world and everything is going smoothly for you as you work and you preparations for the festive season. At last I got around to putting my Christmas tree up. It actually feels really lovely having the Christmas tree up now. And so far, Sprite hasn't climbed in it, but we'll see. Thank you so much for joining me in this moment for this lovely message from Archangel Gabriel. Gabriel, of course, is the Archangel of winter. He's the guardian of winter and winter time. And of course, we associate him with the story of Christmas. So this is my beautiful statue of Archangel Gabriel that normally sits on my mantelpiece, and I just love this image of Gabriel, strong yet gentle, having a calming yet powerful influence. Gabriel's energy resonates with all of us, and Gabriel was probably one of the first angels that you learnt about because of the association with the Christmas story. Gabriel, of course, brought the message from God to Mary that she would give birth to Jesus Christ. He also brought the message to the shepherds that the King was born. So Gabriel, I think, resonates with all of us. Certainly for me as a little girl, being involved in nativity plays, and I don't know if you were, but I used to love it. And because I was naturally blonde as a little girl, I often got picked to be an angel. I loved it. The year I got picked to be the innkeeper's wife, and I had to wear a tea towel that had a pint of beer on the front, and I wasn't impressed at all. I wanted to be an angel and wear a white gown and have tinsel on my hair. Anyway, thank you all of you for joining me for this beautiful message from Archangel Gabriel. I asked, what is it that Archangel Gabriel wants to share with you? And first of all, he reminded us, and I'm saying he, Gabriel for you, if Gabriel appears or you get the sense of Gabriel as a feminine energy, trust that, because Gabriel will present the energy of himself in a way that feels familiar and right for you. In this moment, I get Gabriel as a masculine energy, but very often when I'm seeing clients on a one-to-one, I get Gabriel as a feminine energy. So trust what you're getting and how that feels for you. So in this moment, I get the feeling of Gabriel being a masculine energy, as if he was stood behind me, between me and the Christmas tree, and this beautiful energy. I felt inspired to put blue on this morning because I get the colour of blue, pale blue, particularly with Archangel Gabriel. But as I say, the first thing he wanted to be sharing with you is the reminder that this time of year is about hibernation. Now, I know for those of you who are down under, it's summer and you want to be outside. You've got Archangel Uriel with you, helping you to enjoy the daylight and the sunlight and the warmth and making the most of the summer. But for those of us in the northern hemisphere, it is winter. I have to say, it particularly feels cold today. I'm not very brave when it comes to the cold. I love the snow, but I'm not very brave when it comes to wet and windy weather. So Gabriel reminds us it's right to hibernate. It's right to take time out, to hunker down and just enjoy being quiet, being still, being mindful, just enjoying this time of year. And I know many of you will be working and many of you have commitments and family commitments. And I want to say to all those in the NHS, but all those in the service industry, you know, thank you so much for doing what you're doing. And when you get a chance, I hope you can also take some time out, take time to hibernate. Hubby went and chose himself a couple of books yesterday, and so he's right, I've got my books, he's hibernating with the books. We lit the fire last night, we're planning to light the fire tonight, put the music on. I've got some fairy books that I'm reading. It's really good to have that time to just be quiet, to hunker down. I was talking to one of my clients this week, and I was saying, what was she looking forward to? And she said, actually just sitting by the fire. What a lovely idea if that is. Now, if you haven't got a fire, the great thing is if you've got a TV, you can find a channel somewhere where they've got fire going. And it's not quite the same as a real fire, but it kind of gives you that atmosphere of coziness and being hibernating. So Gabriel reminds us at this time, particularly, to take time for ourselves, to hibernate, to be quiet, to be still and just rest. That's what nature is doing, isn't it? Nature just rests at this time of year. And while it might be windy, all the trees, all the plants are just taking time to rest. The grass isn't growing, the plants aren't growing, although I have got a few of my bulbs trying to come up a bit early, but there we go. Gabriel also is very much to do with communication. Gabriel's very much connected with the energy of the throat chakra, and anywhere where there is communication going on, where there's dialogue going on, Gabriel's energy is very much involved. So again, when I ask Gabriel, what do you want to be sharing today? Gabriel's reminding us that this is a time of communication, sending Christmas cards, sending messages. And the beautiful thing that it is a message of love, wishing people well, even if you don't know them very well, wishing them a happy holiday, wishing them the best of the festive season, wishing them a Merry Christmas. So it's a really beautiful time of year. And while social media is great because we can link with each other all of the time and with people right around the world within a second, which is fantastic. But at this time of year, Gabriel reminds us how important it is that we send those messages of love, whether it is to our loved ones or our neighbours or even the people that we meet in the street, the people who are serving you in the supermarket, the guys behind the bar in the pub, whoever it is, wishing them happy holidays. It's also a time for allowing your heart to be open. One of the things that Gabriel feels he wants to share with you is this is a time of giving. And while we like to receive, and that's lovely, it is about giving and being thoughtful about what you're giving, who you're giving it to. But also, Gabriel reminds us to be open-hearted for those who are less well off than ourselves. Now that might be popping some money in the charity box, great. That might be starting up a new payment for a charity on a regular basis. He reminds us to go with what our heart feels. So if that's an animal charity or a nature charity, or one of the charities I subscribe to is the Hanson Isle of Wight helicopter, emergency helicopter, because that feels very important to me. There's a lot of animal charities on my list. UNICEF is one of the charities I give to. It's also thinking about, as you go and do your supermarket shopping, perhaps buy some extra things to pop in the food bank donations. Maybe go and spend some time with a neighbour who's on their own. Maybe think about that person who you know is sitting on their own and give them a call. Allow your heart to be open, to be giving love unconditionally, because actually that's the most beautiful gift. We were talking about it earlier in the week, weren't we, about those beautiful gifts that actually you can't wrap up, the gifts of love and the gifts of sharing happy times and joy, the gifts of laughter when you're perhaps playing a board game, a gift of just hugging the person that you love, They don't need wrapping, but they mean the most. So Gabriel reminds us to give freely. Sorry, my cats are having a 5-minute run around in the dining room. Anyway, my darling ones, give to yourself as well and be kind to yourself. I'm taking some time out to spend with family and just taking some time to hibernate over this festive period. But I'll be back on the 31st of December because I've got something to share with you that hopefully you will find inspiring. But whatever you're doing between now and then, my lovely ones, I hope you have the very best of this festive season. I hope you can take time out for yourself and for your loved ones and time to just rest and to hibernate. Sorry, the cat is going mental this morning. And whatever you are doing over the holidays, my lovely ones, remember to be kind to yourself, nurture yourself, cherish each other, and I wish you love, light and angel blessings. And have a wonderful festive season.